It is 2010, the adventure game. Launch, you son of a gun. It has not reset. Okay, right, this is where we were. Right, there we go. Right, we're up to where we were last time. Hang on, let me quit. Start. There we go. Right. So, what happened last time? We spent like an hour trying to get into the ship. We managed it because for some reason the game didn't want you to approach the airlock in the pod. You could only activate it if the pod was not on the same screen as the airlock, but we got through that. We arrived in the ship, in the Discovery. Our task is, by the way, to repair the Discovery and get it back to Earth. In not really the plot of the film, but we'll deal with it. And yes, that is our task. We've got to repair an entire spaceship using a manner of different equipment and procedures, which is going to be fun. So I am using a guide here. We're going to do a bit of a touristy playthrough, which is going to try and follow along and try and work out what we need to do. If I did this blind, I would never finish it. There is just so much stuff in this game. It's so overly complex. It is unbelievable. Right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to restore game. Resume playing. Okay. Let's see. Right, actually, I've made a couple of moves offline there. Right, I think what we're going to do. Right, we'll start again. Start from scratch. This will be easier. Fifth time's the charm. You get the idea. Right. I'm going to do it this time. I've had a nightmare trying to work out the controls and the menus and getting this to run. Having to run it inside a shell, inside a Windows 98 virtual machine. What a state. But right, here we go. We're going to do this beginning to end. Nice and simple. Okay, we looked at all this. Last time you were a major in the United States Space Corps, a crew member of the as yet uncommissioned ship Discovery 2. The vessel slated to journey to Jupiter to investigate the fate of the first Discovery and her crew. Before your ship could make that voyage, however, USSC scientists determined that the Discovery's orbit was decaying, that the ship would crash into Io, one of Jupiter's moons, before the Discovery 2 could be ready for space. Yet here you are preparing to board the Discovery and ready for the greatest adventure of your life. Having travelled near to the abandoned ship as a guest aboard a Russian exploration vessel, the Leonov, you have reached your destination far earlier than would have been possible aboard the Discovery 2. Leaving your borrowed space pod, the Misha, boarding the Discovery, you run a final checklist. Everything seems ready. Most importantly, your spacesuit is fully charged with enough air, water, and power to survive for a long time. Before you floats the Discovery, standing out against the crimson face of Io, as if sculpted from the stuff of the planet. The ship's once blinding white hull is now yellowed by sulfur kicked up from Io, but the sheer beauty of her still takes your breath away. but it is a fragile beauty, doomed to destruction, unless you can board and repair her before Io pulls her into its fiery heart. Right, here we go. Okay, so we did this last time, so we know what we're doing here. Power off. Open the hatch, so we need to leave our escape pod in order to get to the airlock. You see starboard, okay. Then we're at the antenna. It's tarnished by a coat of sulfur dust, but otherwise unharmed. And we use it to the fuel cell. Cell is undamaged. Damage appears superficial. The Discovery's sulfur-encrusted cone connects the fuel cells and engines with the command modules. By their incrustation, the damage to the altitude jets do not appear severe. The emergency airlock door is an elongated oval dusted a pale yellow by Io's sulfur storms. To the right of the door is a manual control mechanism for use in entering the airlock. Okay, use equipment. Open airlock door. Then we turn on our torch, PLU, which stands for Personal Light Unit, as we saw last time. Okay, light is on. Enter the airlock. Use the equipment. Close the airlock door, Hal. Now we're in the repair station. Excellent. I'm going to make a save there. Resume. Okay, so we're in the repair station. Now, first of all, let's dump our NTB, which is a toolbox. Contents of the toolbox have been dropped. Then we drop the toolbox itself. Then we move along the hub. The corridor goes no lower than this section. The small amount of trash floating in the corridor does not block access to either of the nearby hatches, one leaning forward, the other aft. We go to the parts locker. The zero-gravity bins in the cramped parts locker are labelled for content and many are still sealed. There is a wealth of spare parts crammed into this room, probably enough to repair any conceivable damage to the ship. Okay, so we need to pick up some stuff. We need an AE35, which is for the antenna. We need some lubricant. Oh yes. We need a Meg 27. We need a Meg 11. There's also some WR6, which are water recycler parts, fuses, pipes. So much stuff. Okay. Alright, now we're full of items. Like that big FUD when we move. Very cool. Okay, repair station. And we're going to drop our A35. Drop our lubricant. Pick up. We're not going to pick anything up. Oh, we are actually. Now pick up. We need EDM. I'm going to put the circuit board in the EDM. I'm going to use that to fix the board. Got the plate. And pick up the welding laser torch, or WLT. Okay. Save again. That's pretty good. Store game. No. Right. What's next? Airlock door. So we need to go out and repair the hull with the plates we've picked up. So, use equipment. Open the airlock door. Then out the door. Turn off our light. So it has limited battery and there's no light inside. Alright, let's go off into space. The fuel cell. Generator. The reactor. And the main generator. The dome mass of the generator has been hammered by space debris so that one side is crumpled like a tin can. Right. Everything else is fine, apparently. Okay, that removes the board. Then we put that one in the board. That's right. I'm going to pick up the Meg-27. And we install this board. And we fix the circuit board that's in the EDM. So that's fixed. Now we take it out of the EDM. Then that drops it, so we need to pick it up again. And we install the circuit board. Okay. So that should be fine with the generator. Now we go up to the fuel cell. You are thirsty. So, now see, I found how to do the camp. So we don't want to remove the suit because we're in space. That's bad. So we got life support, recharge, or medical. Let's see. Life support. Your suit has air, your suit has water. Drink. There you go, we drunk. Then recharge. Okay. Medical. Medicare is not here. Alright, we're done. And break camp. End camp, your score is 4. There we go. And here we've got to use the plate. Weld item to surface. There you go. To the antenna, then to the fuel cell. And the next fuel cell. And the cone. Right, let's go back in. We are at the airlock door once again. Open door. Turn on lights. Go in airlock. Close airlock. Okay, we're done outside for a bit. Back to the repair station. You are tired. It's fine. Life support. Life support station is all white except for the large black console with its built-in monitor and banks of controls in the center of the room. The air recycler is set into the wall facing the console. Everything appears to be in working order. Appears. Nothing works in this ship. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. So we've gone into the repair station. We're in life support. Okay, so that that replenishes my suit air and water air. Right, okay. And that can also recharge my batteries. Ah. Okay, another thing to think about. Oh, another thing to bleeding manage. Right. Break camp. That's good. And camp, your score is 6. I've no idea how much we need to do. Let's go back to the repair station. Then we drop the EDM. We don't need that anymore, apparently. There we go, along the hub. Next panel, sent to the corridor wall. There are 2 hatches here, one leading forward, the other aft. Okay, let's go aft. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Wrong way. Okay, this is the bridge. There is some cracks in the ship's hull. That's not good. But jeez. No, don't look at the modules. Should be a plate here. Excellent. So now if we use this plate, prepare to attach item. We should repair the hole in the hull in the bridge. Well, plates. Do it. Okay. It's an adequate patch. That will do. Okay. Let's proceed back to the repair station. Life support. Open access panel. The access panel to the filters is now open. Okay, let me purge the atmosphere. Let's hope this works. And we don't die. compartments have no atmosphere. You are now in a vacuum. And we're not dead. Good. We're now in a vacuum. Okay, ship equipment. So we need to change the filters. Filters are now changed. Then repressurize the ship. Sensors show air pressure normal. Okay, let's have a look. Examine equipment. The air filters are clean. There are air and water outlets below the panel. Excellent. Find no useful items. Okay. But we've cleaned the air. That's good. Right, let's go back to the repair station. Save. Alrighty. Repair station. Now we're at life support. Oh no, we don't need to do this. To repair station. To hub. In hub. You are tired. Always complaining. Zero gravity bins inside the food locker seem undisturbed, their contents more or less intact. Several food packages appear discoloured by mould, which has probably contributed to the foulness of the air, but most of the food appears edible. Excellent. Pick up food. Pick up more food, pick up all the food. Down to the hub. Blue is drained of power. Why is it? Proceed aft in your suit. It is dark here. It is dark here. Okay, we're in the communications room. Don't want to be in the communications room. I need to get to... Turn the hibernator on, turn the hibernator off. No, I don't want to do anything in the hibernator. Activate power engines. I think that's what I need to do. Then... main generator's on. Let's do it. Main generators are on. Nice. Don't need this stinking torch then. Right, home. Right, it says to remove suit. Okay, good. We're not dead. Life support. You are very weak. You are injured. You've been injured for 5 minutes. It's been 395 minutes since you ate. It's been 3 hours since you've drank water. For 9 minutes you've slept well. Okay, eat for a start. Drink. And sleep. Get some sleep and feel able to continue working. Nice. Alright, pick up my suit again. In the hibernator room. This open locker shows no evidence of use during the voyage to Jupiter. Victor Kaminsky stenciled in black on the door. You know, this was the name of a crew member on the Discovery's first voyage. That's correct. Suit G, apparently we need. Okay. To the hub. To locker. This suit locker is intact and until now it's obviously not been opened since the Discovery left on its first journey. The name of J.R. Kimball, another doomed member of the Discovery's crew, graces the door. Okay, suit B, apparently we need that. And the hub. And the repair station. Okay. Let's have a look. Medical. Your injuries are repaired. Excellent. Because we left the med kit here, so that makes sense. Break camp. Good work, team. Score is 9. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we're healed. We've activated the generators. The atmosphere is fine. No cracks in the hull. So we've got air, water, and food. Okay. So, I mean, the main problem here is going to be reactivating HAL. God knows how we do that. Okay, well, let's not worry about that. So we're going to life support. Recharge our stuff. Suit air and suit water has been replenished. And back to the repair station. And break camp. Then back to the repair station. Alright, drop the food. Drop the G suit. Drop the B suit. Drop the WLT. I don't need. Oh yeah, we've mended all the holes in the hull, haven't we? So we don't need the laser or the welder. Well, at the moment, anyway. It might have other uses. Pick up the antenna 35. Yeah, where's my EDM? There's my EDM. Check circuit board. There's no board to check. Okay. Right, so getting ahead of myself. Place board in EDM for testing. Pick up the MMT. Pick up the EDM, I've already done that. Alright, let's check that circuit board. The board is okay. Excellent. Board was not faulty, you have balanced mistakes. Oh dear. Okay, that's not good. Right, let's load, store game. Injuries are repaired. Right, let's drop the food. Let's not put me too far back. Food has been dropped. Drop the G suit. Why did we pick up all these suits if we're just going to drop them? I'm sure they'll have use at some point. Drop the welder. So I'm going to pick up this A35. You are tired. Deal with it. Place board in EDM for testing. Pick up the MMT. The EDM. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Right. Then we need to pick up the CCP. So the guide says to fix the board, but it says the board is okay, so... And I've tried to fix it anyway and it blew up, so... We'll leave that for now. Then we need to pick up some lubricant. Put on your suit. You are now wearing the suit. Right, save there again. Resume playing. Okay. Airlock. Open airlock door. To door. Out in space. The antenna. Okay, now we've got some lubricants. Let's examine the equipment. Let's have a look. The rotating mechanism is a collection of gears driven by a small, powerful motor. The gears are shiny and undamaged. The lubricant used in the mechanism has evaporated, but the gear housing has prevented the sulfur from damaging the gears. The A35 unit seems intact. Seems intact. Okay, excellent. So first we can do some lubrication. Lubricate the moving parts. There you go. Lubricant's now been applied. EDM. Right, remove the board. Pick up the A35. Then install that circuit board. New board is installed, old board is discarded. Okay. Alright, fuel cell, cone. The multi-purpose mechanical tool is a cylinder 15 centimeters in length with a head at either end. One end is well weighted and the haft is file-like. A brush attachment can be used on either of the torqueless ratchet ends of the device. Sounds useful. So let's examine the equipment here. What's the cone like? The altitude jets are needed to stabilize and rotate the Discovery. These jets appear to be clogged with debris from a meteorite shower. Okay, so there you go. We need to remove those meteorites. We can do that with the MMT. Clear out meteorites. Let's just do that. Hope nothing bad happens. Oh no. Clean out meteorites. Use. Meteorites no longer clog the attitude jets. Okay. Splendid. You're at the sensor. We use this. Grind off sulfur layer. Most of the sulfur coating has been removed. Excellent. Then polish the contacts. Contacts are polished. Okay, that's all done. The airlock door. Open the airlock door. Proceed into the airlock. Close the airlock. And we should enter to the repair station. Splendid. Let's save that. Right, back at base. Right, that went well. So let's pick up our food. Go to life support. Medical. Medkit is not here. Okay. Life support. So eat. Can't eat with suit on. Makes sense, I suppose. Remove suit. Life support. Eat. Drink. No water here. Recharge. Drink. Recharge. Okay, then we sleep. Score is 10. Good, 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 good. Let's get our suit back. Let's save again. Continue playing. Alright, now we need to drop all this crap. Apparently we need to pick up both the suits. Okay, we go to the hub. You are in the hub. Let's put on my suit. Food locker. Let's get that food. You are on the bridge. Okay, we need to drop. The suit and food for some reason. Okay. Drop 2 suits and 2 foods. Look, if that's what the guide says, that's what I'll do. The hub corridor is well padded and capped at the upper end. This high up, it is free of debris. A nearby exit hatch gives access forward. Ominous. This tiny room is the center of Hal's intelligence. Its walls are lined with row upon row of memory boards, stored like books on library shelves. The boards are the pieces of Hal's mind that Dave Bowman was forced to remove at the end of the first voyage. The silence of the room gives it an eerie, tomb-like atmosphere. Okay. We don't want to upset Hal. Jeez, look at all this. Open the switch panel, close the switch panel, turn Hal on, turn Hal off, reconnect all Hal's modules, disconnect all of Hal's modules, reconnect your hyperthalamic mod. What is all this? Like, what is all this? Right, let's see, examine equipment. See the following equipment. There is a closed panel here. A sign bolted to the panel says, keep closed while HAL 9000 operating. Authorized personnel only. Right. Okay, so we need to open the panel, I think. Panel is now open. Reconnect all of Hal's modules. That's what it says. Turn Hal on. Don't kill me, Hal. Daisy, Daisy, give me an answer, do. Okay. I think you should get some sleep so you can function better. Yeah, we are tired. Do I trust Hal while I'm asleep? That's the question. You are in the hub. Okay, resume playing. We're in the electronics room. Okay. Remove suit. Life support. Eat. Drink. Major, it is good to have someone aboard to talk with. Okay. We got some sleep. Hal did not kill us in our sleep. That's good. That's good. Okay. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's save again. Continue playing. Alright, what do we got in here? That's my suit. Use equipment. Alright, here we go. So we've got the ship hyperthalamic module, Hal's hyperthalamic module, frontal module, limbic module, cerebellum module, sensory motor module. Oh boy. Okay. Guess we. So we're going to test them all. Right, let's see. Right, that sounds good. That also sounds good. I think. So let's test the frontal module. Frontal module is good. Again, I think those sounds are good. Test limbic module. Again, that sounds okay. Cerebellum module. Again, that sounds fine. Right, let's... test. I don't know what that thump was at the start. That doesn't sound good. So let me just make a note of that. Test frontal module. That had an alarm on at the end. That didn't sound good. Yeah, that one sounds good. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm useless. Okay, so I think... So apparently there's always two boards which are bad. And I think... yeah, it's number 2 and 4. Okay. Pick up item. Don't pick up item. Major, please move to the left. I cannot see you very well. Bit weird, Hal. Okay, so I think the ones that are bad are Hal's hypothalamic module and the limbic module. Those have sounds which sound a bit sus. So if we have anything we need to fix, it's those two. Alright, bear that in mind. So let's go to the hub, go to the bridge, pick up some food. The unlabeled locker door hangs open, revealing row upon row of slotted shelves, each of which is filled with one or more spare circuit boards. Okay. Life support. Eat. Drink. Sleep. Toss and turn but get no rest. Right. Jeez. Okay. Right, I'm guessing... Alright, I need to reanalyze. Hang on. Major, do you have time for a game of chess? No. Go away, Hal. Right, I need to test the equipment again. So, hyperfamily module. So 2, 1. And if we try the limbic module, for 3. Okay, so the first circuit board of HAL's module is wrong, and the third board of the limbic module is wrong, I think. On the bridge, you are at a locker. Okay. So, HAL's hyperthermic module, the first one is, so there's a 109, 131, and 151. I'm guessing it's the first one. It's my first one that I've noted, so the first number is 109. So if I pick a 109 up, let's have a look at it. HAL hyperthalamic module board. This flat green circuit board is one of the 3 that control the function of the HAL hyperthalamic module. The silver lines, yeah, okay. Brilliant. Then, limbic module. So LM. We've got LM303, LM721, and LM722. So we should need the third LM module, which is 722, in numerical order. So we'll pick one of those up. What? Did I just die of tiredness or something? God's sake. I tried to sleep, it wouldn't let me. Unbelievable. Right, restore game. Do not override. You get some sleep and feel able to continue working. Okay. Major, it is good to have someone to talk with. Good. Glad you feel that way. Right, so those are the same. In the hub, on the bridge. So let's pick up items. Right, so which ones will we be picking up? We need the HAL. So 109. Let's see if I'm right. And for free, which is 721. All right. Pick up a 721 and a 109. Oh no, hang on. LM721. If we put this place board in EDM for testing. Okay. Check circuit board. Board is faulty. Okay. Right. So if we fix the circuit board, board has been repaired. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Right. So remove board from the EDM. Then HH09. Check circuit board. The board is okay. Excellent. So remove board from EDM. Major, do you have time for a game of chess? No. Right, so those two are testing okay. Sort out my tiredness, shall we? Try and sleep. I just wanted to. I tried to sleep, it wouldn't let me. Jeez. Right. Store game. Resume playing. Let's try this again. Pick up item. Pick up some food. So I need to pick up HH109. And then we pick up LM721. Place board for testing. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Excellent. Remove board from the EDM. You are tired once again. I keep trying to... sleep. It won't let me. Right. Sleep. Go to sleep. Thank you. Save game. Zoom playing. Right. Let's test I've got the right modules again. Place board in EDM for testing. Check circuit board. Board is okay. No circuit board from EDM. Then we've got LM721. This board in EDM for testing. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Right. Got two boards which are good. I believe these are the ones we need. Okay. Okay. So we're going down. In the hub. In the electronics room. Okay. Now. Let's see if we can get this right. That's not right. You are eye to eye with Hal. Hello, Hal? Hal, I'm going to need to turn you off. Please do not kill me. Okay, Hal is off. Now. Use equipment. So what was it? It was Hal's hypo Falmic module. So if we disconnect the hyperfine module, because we need to fix it. HAL is on. What did I say? Turn HAL off. HAL is now off. Right. Disconnect HAL's hyperthalamic module. Boards in this module are disconnected. We've board from EDM. Let's pick that up. Okay, so hyperphone module 109. What we're going to do is we're going to install this circuit board. Once installed, the old board is disconnected. Okay, excellent. Then what we're going to do is using LM721, we're going to select this. We've checked it. It's working. So we're going to install this circuit board. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. We're going to reconnect HAL's hyperthalamic module. Okay. Then we need to disconnect the limbic module. Then limbic module. I'm going to install this circuit board. Was installed. Excellent. Look at me, I'm repairing a spaceship. So use equipment. We're going to reconnect the limbic module. We replace the circuit, so we reconnect that. Okay. This works, it'll be a bloody miracle. Okay, everything is connected. Right. Okay, don't mess with anything. Right, let me try and work out what we're doing. Right, we're gonna take a gamble here. We're gonna turn HAL on. Major, you are very careful in your work. That is a good sign. Okay. That is a good sign. As long as we trust HAL. He's given us no reason to doubt him so far. So, you're in the hub. You are tired. now I need to work out where I am. Again. We're in the hub. Right, use equipment. Okay, don't mess with the water recycler. Don't mess with that. No rechargeable items here. Okay. Life support. Drink. You get some sleep and feel able to continue working. Okay. Excellent. 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 So what are we doing next? So we're at the repair station. Hibernator room. Right, to the console room. Okay. Communicate with Earth. Will it work? Receive last message. Antenna is not aligned with Earth. Right, okay. Next job. How do we realign the antenna? Mental health, communicate with Earth. Align antenna with Earth. Antenna aligned with Earth. Okay. Communicate with Earth. Receive last message. Hello, Major. This is US Space Central. We hope you stay on the Discovery is quiet. Sorry, I guess long-distance jokes aren't funny. The US Smurf includes one item of potential interest. The US government has announced its intention to stop suspected Soviet arms into the Western Hemisphere and to enforce Monroe Doctrine. The Russians have several ships headed for Latin America now. They've always backed off before, so we anticipate no trouble. Don't look too hard. US Space Central out. Oh, that was useful. Okay, well, we got in contact with Earth. That's good. Communicate with Earth again. Request navigational plot. Let's see. Navigational plot request transmitted. Okay. Command HAL. HAL. Display ship status. Right, I don't know what any of this means. Main reactor, main power reactor, fuel pressure, ship atmosphere. Right, I know ship atmosphere and air recycler is good. Sensor array communications. Good. Ship position is not good. We need to align the ship. Hibernate status are offline. Carousel is offline as well, I think. I don't know how much these are really needed. Okay. Command HAL. HAL. Calculate plot navigation to Earth, please. You must repair HAL. Oh, god damn it. Right, we didn't fully repair HAL, did we? Okay. Major, can you tell me what happened to Dave and Frank? No. Right. Okay, we need to figure out how to repair HAL properly. We clearly haven't done enough. That sounds good. Also sounds good. Hmm. Okay. How do we get to HAL? Not on the bridge. In the hub. The electronics room, you're tired. Why am I always tired? Alright, clearly I've gone wrong somewhere. Okay. You're on the bridge. In the hub. Right. We gotta figure this out. We're missing something. Okay, turn half for a second. Oh, it's now off. Disconnect HAL hyperthermic module. Right, I think what the issue is. We just drop the food there for a second. Drop that. What we might need to do is do every single circuit in the ones that are busted. So let's check circuit board. This board is okay. And what about this 721? Oh. Move board from EDM. Check circuit board. Board is faulty, right. So we need to fix that. What has been repaired? Where are we? We're in Hal's room, which means where did my board go? Put it into check it and it's gone. Seriously, where did it go? SH109. Where's it gone? I put the board in. And it's just not there anymore. This is ridiculous. There's no board to check. Where did my board go then? Have there been... Resume playing. Don't need the extra suit. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Right. Remove board from the EDM. Board has been removed. Pick it up. Right. Yeah, but where's the other one gone then? Right, place it for testing. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Remove circuit board. Oh, I'm losing my mind here. I can't keep track of all these boards. Okay. Well, we've got a 721 and a 109. Both of those are fine. Right. So, what I want to do I want to pick up a 131 and a 151. Okay. We know the 109 is good. EDM. Check this circuit board. Board is okay. Right. Goddamn pen isn't working. Okay, so 109 is good. Remove board from the EDM. Okay, so the 131 is fine. I do need to recheck that because I've just put it back in the cupboard with all the lockers. All the lockers. The locker with all the circuits. Right. Testing. Check. Was okay. Excellent. So now we remove board from the EDM. No, I don't have time for your bloody chess. Okay, so 131 is good. What about 151 now? Place board for testing. Okay, good. All of those are good, in theory. We're on the bridge. Now we're in the electronics room. We don't need to be in the electronics room. We need to be in Hal's room. Right, turn Hal off. Use equipment. Disconnect Hal's high-performance module. Radio. Drop that 721. Remove board from EDM. Install the circuit board. 131. Install the circuit board. 151. Install the circuit board. Okay. Reconnect Hal's high performance module. In theory, that's done. You're on the bridge. Right, we need to life support, sleep. Okay. So now we pick up limbic modules. We've got 721. So I need 722 and 303. Right, use equipment. So now we're going to disconnect the limbic module. First of all, we need to test these circuit boards. Board is faulty. Okay. Then you must fix it. Board has been repaired. Remove board from EDM. Okay. 722. Place that in. Check circuit board. Board is faulty. So long-winded. Repaired. Excellent. Then EDM. Remove that board. Am I tired again? Jeez. Check circuit board. Board is faulty. So we repair it. Okay. Remove board from the EDM. So now those should all be fixed and good. What? Eat. Come on, man. Really? What did I die of now? I tried to sleep and it killed me anyway. Oh, I need to find out how to get some more water. Right, load. To B, to G. On your suit. What do you mean I'm gasping for air? Remove suit. Right, you are on the bridge. Pick up my suit. Put on your suit. I don't need to mess about with that. Suit, air, and water replenished. Okay. So remove suit. Life support. Sleep. Okay. Pick up item. Okay, we're in the suit again. We've got some water, we've got some air. An electronics room, we don't want to be there. Okay, we're on the bridge. Check circuit board. Okay, it's faulty, so fix it. Okay, I go down. Right, are with HAL. Okay, remove board from the EDM. Go. So the one on the floor there is fixed and ready. Okay, let's test these other ones I've got. I've only got one. HH09. Check circuit board. Board is faulty. You are tired again. Okay, fix circuit board. It's been repaired. Okay, then remove board from EDM. Okay, so on the floor here, there is 109 and 721. Those are fixed and ready to be installed. As long as I'm doing this right. Remove suit because we're tired again. Drink, eat, and sleep. Right. Major, can you tell me what happened to Dave and Frank? Absolutely not. Okay, put on the suit. Now we need... So we've got 109. We need 131 and 151. Then we need LM 303 and 722. Okay. So let's pick up 722. And a 303. We're going to test them. Board is okay. Excellent. Remove board from EDM. Right, same with this one. Select use. Check circuit board. Board is okay. So then remove circuit board from EDM. Okay, so those two are good. I'm going to save there. Then I need a 131 and a 151. Place board for testing. Board is okay. Excellent. Remove board from the EDM. I know you're tired. Just hold on with it. Major, Frank Poole and Dave Bowen were my friend. Will you be my friend? No. No AI friends. Right. Wait, this is a professional relationship, Hal. You don't kill me, and I don't pull your plug. Check circuit board. Board is okay. Right. So, all the boards I have are okay. Theory. Remove suit. Life support. You are very weak. Okay, go to sleep then. There we go. Pick up. Save game. Resume game. On your suit. Should keep my water. Good. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pick up these. Exit the bridge. We should be in Hal. What we're going to do, we're going to do the LM first. That up. Okay, turn Hal off. Use equipment. Disconnect limbic module. Install the circuit board. Install the circuit board. Install the circuit board. What? Can I go 2 seconds without being tired? Reconnect limbic module. Alright, remove suit. Sleep. You are thirsty. Yeah. Item. On your suit. Let's pick these up. Install circuit board. Oh, right. Disconnect HAL hyperthalamic module. Install circuit board. Equipment. Reconnect all of HAL's modules. Turn HAL on. Right, maybe that's done it. I am tired again. At times to be fingers, though you may work frantically. Discovery finished, job is still finished, and the decay of orbit is now complete. The ship's always now complete. Story has left about with pilot. I rush needs to meet you. Her face alight with an evil gleam. Seconds before impact, the sulfur coating over the nose port peels away, giving you one last view of the planet surface, which will be your grave. God. Really? I've got a time limit as well. This is absurd. This really is. I'm following the guide and I'm still just struggling to do anything. Right, well, I guess we'll just have to try and... I'll figure it out for next time. Try and work out what the hell it is we're actually supposed to do. I think I've got it right, I just seem to have run out of time. Yeah, just have to go right back and start again, I guess. Ugh. Painful. Painful, painful, painful. Oop, that one doesn't work. Right, well, we'll leave it there for now, I think. And I'll try and figure out how to make some progress. for next time. Right, that puts me all the way back here. Alright. F7. F8 to make a save state? Okay. Right, yeah, we'll leave it there for now and I'll try and figure out a way to get to the end without destroying the bloody ship. Alright, well, leave it there for now then, and we will hopefully conclude it next time. It's 2010. The text adventure game. It's not 2010, it's 2025, but you get the idea. Alright. Okay, let's see, everything right? Run it. Play that song again. As we sit through the awfully long intro once more, for the final time. Now, so after last time, we got into a bit of a problem where... What happened? I think we were running out of... well, we kept dying because we were too tired and rest didn't help. Oh, and also I tried to fix HAL and it didn't fix properly. But, I was on the right track, I was doing the right thing. It just didn't work for some reason, I must have messed up at some point. So I went through it after stream yesterday. I remember what days I streamed. I started the game again, I went through it all over again. Step by step. Trying not to miss anything, not to screw anything up. Not to use too much food and water, make sure to get enough sleep. And eventually I made it to where we were at the end of last stream, but in a better position. In a position we could actually finish the game, and that's what we're going to do now. I've made it back up, so hopefully I won't mess up the savings. So if I restore the game, resume playing. Okay, right. So last time we were attempting to fix HAL by removing the broken circuit boards in the faulty subsystems of the ship, 2 faulty subsystems of the ship, and replacing the circuit boards in each of them in order to power on HAL correctly. And we didn't do it right last time for some reason. Maybe I didn't check all the circuit boards because it takes forever to check the circuit boards. But I did it. This time, I've installed all the boards, I've switched HAL on, all of his subsystems are online. So, here, we are ready to complete the game. We are also tired, apparently. Tell me about it. Right. Life support. So, it's been 1,242 minutes since you slept well. That's about right, yeah. Alright, let's do some sleeping. Well, eye to eye with HAL. You are thirsty. Okay, so what happens if I put on my suit? I think you should get some sleep so you can function better. Thank you, Hal. I tried that. It doesn't seem to work for some reason. That counter never goes down. I don't know how to sleep well. Just like real life. Right, drink. Okay, at least I can drink. I can eat. Can't eat with a suit on. Okay, right. So remove suit. Life support. Eat. No food. Okay. Whatever. This doesn't really matter. The point is, all we need to do, because we've fixed Hal, so all of the Discovery systems are working, we can get back to Earth, as is our objective. So let us proceed into the bridge. Is this the bridge? Yes, we're on the bridge. Okay. So use equipment. Let's have a look. So we can communicate with Earth, can communicate with the Leonov, the Russian ship which brings us here, as is in the movie this is based on. We can give HAL a command, and we can activate the power in the engines. Right. I think we activate power. Right. No, we don't. Turn on main generators, turn off. We don't want to do any of that. Ship has been rotated, but it is not facing Earth. Right, don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Okay, so communicate with Earth. We need to align antenna with Earth if we're going to speak to Earth. You are tired. That's great. I don't care. Alright, well, we'll try and sleep again. Get some sleep. Good. Good. Major, it is good to have someone aboard to talk with. Thank you, Hal. Please don't kill me. Right, so communicate with Earth. Receive last message. We've aligned the antenna. Hello, Major. This is U.S. Space Central. We hope your stay on the Discovery is quiet. Sorry, I guess long-distance jokes aren't funny. The news from Earth includes one item of potential interest. The U.S. government has announced its intention to stop suspected Soviet arms into the Western Hemisphere and enforce the Monroe Doctrine. The Russians have several ships headed for Latin America now. They've always backed off before, so we anticipate no trouble. Don't look too hard. U.S. Space Central out. Again, vaguely in line with the film, in which the Cold War sort of heats up while the ship is in space. Okay, so request navigational plot. Navigational plot request transmitted. Okay, good. Now, why don't we communicate with the Leonov? Major, the Leonov will be moving away from the Discovery for a short while. The Discovery is blocking our radio pickup from Earth. Leonov out. Bye, Leonov, then, I guess. They won't be able to help me. Okie dokie. Okay. Hal. Please display ship status. So the carousel, the water, the sensor array, and the communication systems are online. So the orange bar means that it's not working. But the emergency airlock is working, the pod bay doors are working, those are useless. Main power, reactors, and fuel pressure are online. So the water recycler isn't online, but we've been getting water from the life support, so that's been fine. The carousel, I have no idea what that is, and I frankly do not care. So, use equipment. Hal. No. Hal. Please calculate navigational plot to Earth. Navigational plot calculated and entered. Thank you, Hal. Right, rotate ship toward Earth. Discovery has been rotated toward Earth. Excellent. Right. Alright, this should do it. Activate power and engines. Fire main engines, please don't launch me into Jupiter or anything of the sort. Everybody brace. Main engine automatic sequence engaged. Mission accomplished. You've cleared the Discovery from orbit. Yes! Oh, look at that. Look at those graphics. Beautiful. See you later, Jupiter. Smell you later, Io. Oh, look at that. Off we go. It does have such great music, doesn't it? I assume that's just going to loop forever. Brilliant. There you go. That is 2010, the text adventure game completed. Excellent. And with it, the whole franchise. That's every single 2001 A Space Odyssey video game done and dusted. Wow. Also, a little note, this ending sequence doesn't show up on the disc version of this game, it's only on the data pack version. Which apparently this version is, I don't know. It must be. It's quite a nice Jupiter though. It does look quite good. Not sure you'd ever hear this cheery music in 2001, but there we go. Okay, right, what can we say about this game? Review time. This is a massively overcomplicated text adventure, even by text adventure standards. This is just way too obtuse. The game throws you in the deep end in the middle of space. You've got to try and work out how to actually get in the ship before you can do anything, which is just a combination of trying to get out of your pod and trying to get into the airlock door and not get the pod in the way and stuff. It's very, very obtuse, and try to avoid floating off into space as well. That's also an issue. But when you get into the ship, things don't exactly get any easier, they get even worse. Turn that down a bit. There you go. The sheer amount of things you need to fix inside the ship is ridiculous. I suppose it's accurate for, a spaceship. There's a lot of stuff. But the amount of checking discs and circuit boards and putting them in the right place and all of the other things that need repairs, you have to look at every single thing and determine what needs to be repaired, what the right equipment is, where it is, and what the right tool is to repair. It very much adds up to make a very difficult experience, and the whole thing is so slow. Trying to do any kind of action, it requires you to select an item and then go to the options menu, then use it. In particular with the circuit boards, you need to insert the circuit board into the EDM, then check the circuit board, and if the circuit board is faulty, you need to fix the circuit board, and then you need to eject the circuit board from the EDM, and that drops it on the floor, so you have to pick it up again, and you have to do that, like, when you're repairing HAL, you need like 6 circuit boards, so it takes forever. It's such a sluggish process. And yeah, trying to work out how to fix HAL is again very obtuse. The game gives you no clue as how to do anything. You'd think if you were sending someone to Jupiter to fix a spaceship, you'd give them an instruction manual or something. But the instruction manual that comes with the game is useless. It doesn't give you anything. It gives you no idea of how to proceed. There's just nothing. It's an absolute mess. Oh, and on top of that, the whole fatigue system with your hunger first and tiredness is just way too overblown and difficult. You're constantly having to wander around trying to find water, air and food, and the tiredness is just extremely annoying. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to sleep well. I assume I'd have to use the hibernators, but so there's also a lot in this game that we didn't really do. We didn't 100% fix the ship. We did the bare minimum. We got the ship online. We got all the power on. We fixed HAL, and we plotted a course to Earth, and off we go. Some of the systems we didn't get online, like the water recycler and the hibernators, and we didn't clear the hull of all the sulfur dust from Io, but obviously none of that is necessary. That would just make things even more complicated. I suppose that's if you wanted to really go for score, go for the highest score. I do not. I got it done. That's enough for me. Yeah, it's just way too complicated. There's way too much to manage. That's my issue with this game. Once you figure out what to do, it's not so bad, but the whole fatigue system really kind of slows you down. And there's also, as we saw last time, there's quite a strict time limit. Like, you can't, I don't know if you could even fix absolutely everything in the time you've got before the Discovery crashes into Io. Because you haven't got room for many mistakes, that's for sure. This save here, I did basically no mistakes. I followed the walkthrough to the letter to do the minimum number of steps possible. And there's also the random element, like if you sleep bad, you still need to sleep again. That's going to waste your time. It's just too obtuse, too complex. The game gives you nothing to go on. Even more so than your standard text adventure. It's quite interesting to, get on to the set of 2001: A Space Odyssey to interact with HAL. Kind of interesting, and it tries to add a bit of atmosphere with the sound effects, like when there's no air in the ship, you can hear the breathing with the simulated with the chip tune, and the kind of thuds as you go through the corridor. That's nice. It's got a rendition of the theme. The sound's good. The graphics in these parts are nice. But yeah, it's a text adventure, there's hardly any graphics. Yeah, not the greatest text adventure I've ever seen. There's no real moon logic to it, I suppose. Everything kind of makes sense. It makes sense, but it's still so obtuse in that you don't know where all these parts are supposed to go, and the game, if you were going to fix a spaceship, you would be given an instruction manual, or some kind of idea what you were supposed to be doing. And yeah, the game just doesn't do that. It's so silly. I don't know if I can even rate it. I feel like a 2 is too generous. 1.5? It's not completely devoid of gameplay. The gameplay, like I said, the gameplay makes sense, in a sense. There's no moon logic. But the actual logic is too logical. We're giving you the logic. That makes sense. It doesn't. I think that's all I can really say. The franchise is done. That's all that matters. So let's reflect on the franchise as a whole, shall we? There's not many video games to 2001 because it's not really the kind of franchise that needs a game or any games. The first film was obviously made in 1968. There were no video games back then. Yeah, the first two games based on 2001 were unlicensed games, so they, in a sense they don't really count, but they're nice enough games. Very simple. Very, very simple. But more or less standard for the time. And there's a bit of imagination to them. The first game that we played, well, the Sharp X7 version we played, was pretty nice. Had decentish graphics, even if it was a bit silly with the way the second half of the game went with the navigating the ship past the asteroids. That was near impossible. And it didn't follow the film too much, but it had gameplay. There was a game there. The second one, 2001 on Space Odyssey Part 2, was just... If you ever wondered what lied behind the Stargate that David Bowman went through, it's just he was chasing a monolith that flickered in and out of existence, and he was being chased by an alien for eternity. Well, until the 10th level when the game crashes. There you go. That spoils the ending of the actual film. So that one, yeah, not as good as the first one, I feel. They were both made by the same person, but yeah, that one wasn't as good. 2010, the graphic action game was very little to it, but it worked. All you're doing is basically completing circuits. Not too interesting, but a game. It was a game. It operated. And this one, yeah, what can I say? It's a text adventure. It's too difficult, it's too obtuse, it's... Yeah, it is a thing that exists. I suppose then, I'd say the best game was probably the first one, really. Because it was an actual game. It had something to it. The worst game? This one for sheer annoyance. Probably 2001 Part 2. Probably the worst game because it's just horrid to play, nightmare to control. But yeah, there you go. Perhaps that is the world's first playthrough of every single 2001 A Space Odyssey game. We can hope. But now it is done. The franchise is complete. That is the 16th franchise we have completed on stream. Goodbye. And you can look forward to the YouTube video on this very soon indeed. Hopefully. Let me shut down my virtual machine. There you go. And yet that is 2001, A Space Odyssey. Brilliant. What do you think about that, Hal?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Thanks, Hal.